Illuminati philosopher, and these are my thoughts. Before I go in on Alex Jones and Tucker Carlson, I want you to know that regular white people do not have a problem with regular black people. They absolutely do not. The racist white people, yes, they have a major problem with regular black people, and they're trying to convince other whites to go along with their nonsense. Treat me the way you want to be treated. Most black and white people respect one another, which is why there are no problems. But the racist whites, they don't respect black people, and the results are black people pushing back against those racist whites. Not all white people, the racist whites. If we don't put things into perspective, we can be lumped into a category that we're not supposed to be in.
If they can target an Alex Jones or an Elon Musk or a Tucker Carlson, then they're going after the real populist leaders that are bringing America together.
So Alex Jones was talking about the left trying to stop people like Tucker Carlson, himself, Elon Musk, etc., populist leaders that are trying to bring America together. Interesting. I'm going to show you how they're actually dividing America. Now, what is so obvious to me, and it should be to you, is that the left and the right muddy the waters. You have to pay attention to both of them carefully and decide whether they're actually giving you proper information or they're trying to mislead you. Both sides do it, but for sure one side has so-called white supremacists compared to the diverse side. But at times, even the diverse side can get out of line, and when they do, they should be called out. But anti-diversity, I can't get with that, especially when you understand the history of this country and even Europe.
And so what the left wants is to divide us all according to race, and to come out and say fundamentally with critical race theory that inherently being white is bad, and teaching 5-year-old white children they're inherently bad because they're white. That is wounding their brains and really creating racial division.
What he just said is extremely incendiary, and he can't back that up at all. Also, let's be clear, in American history, the racist white people, not all white people, the racist white people wanted to divide Americans by race. When people like Alex Jones says something so incendiary, they have to back it up, especially if they have millions of people following them. They are clearly impressionable and will believe their nonsense just on their say-so. No evidence needed. There is evidence, however, of racism in American history, much improved from centuries ago, but still a problem that we have to continue fixing. It's a fact that can be proven, but people like Alex Jones want to erase that, not talk about it, and not fix the problem. Tucker Carlson should show examples of what Alex just said on his show, but he doesn't. If what Alex Jones said is the case, that is an abomination. Absolutely. But where's the evidence of this? Is he talking about the negative aspects of white history in America that is being taught? If that's the case, slavery shouldn't be talked about because that's a negative aspect of black people's history. It's wounding their brains and creating racial division, which is ridiculous, right? Because black people can understand that, well, that's our ancestors. That's history. So, is he saying white children are more fragile than black children? White children should not learn from their ancestors' mistakes? Of course they should. Of course they should learn from their ancestors' mistakes. The mistakes of the past. Same for black people. Same for any people. If you don't understand or know your history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Why do people put up with that? I don't understand why. I mean, that's just, if you had told me 20 years ago, and I grew up in a world where judging people on the basis of their skin color was totally immoral, and I still believe that. But if you told me 20 years ago that we were going to live in a world where people get on TV and just be like, I hate white people, they're bad. No, it's totally fine. Like, why do people put up with that?
I'm going to explain the hate white people part, but Tucker Carlson starts from 20 years ago. Try centuries of hatred towards black people. I guarantee you, if you ask historians, what's the origin of this attitude towards black people, they won't be able to tell you. For centuries, we were told that we are inferior, uncivilized, and have no significant history to speak of. But in the mid-20th century, blacks are the ones that are demanding civil rights from supposed civilized people. Something ain't right. Centuries upon centuries of degradation. So when you hear a black person say, I hate white people, they are referring to racist, ignorant white people, not all white people. I don't say I hate white people, but when I'm talking, sometimes I say white people, and I know I'm referring to racist white people. I am fully aware that the majority of white people are decent people. The racist whites are not. So if you're on the black side, then you're not white. If you're against us, you're white. And just realize that white is the absence of color. Black is a combination of colors, diversity. So decent white people should not be categorized as being white. The racist people should be categorized as white, devoid and nothing. And that includes black people, ignorant black people. Because for me, I think ignorant black people are the worst because they should know better.
Now that the majority in most areas are not white, they're playing the good old-fashioned race card of tell whites, stand down, let people take over your society, your culture, give up your culture. It's embarrassing to be white. And then now it's flat out bad to be white. And the left's trying to convert all these minority groups that are now the majority in most areas into race-based systems, because that is a very effective system.
But why do people put up with that? I mean,
the majority of America is white, but despite that, there are diverse, capable people that should be recognized. White people have improved significantly in race relations. For example, 100 years ago, where racist white people thought that they had black people on lock, segregation, they could go into black communities and destroy black property, kill a whole bunch of black people, and get away with it. Lynch black people, accuse them of whatever they want in order to take their stuff. It was easy. Bring those same racist people from 100 years ago to 2024. They are going to be absolutely enraged with how much progress black people have achieved in such a short time. Decent white people had a lot to do with that as well. The racists are so pissed off about this, which is why there is pushback. America was always about diversity. The racists tried to claim that it wasn't. We are reclaiming the diverse intention of America. People like Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, Elon Musk are dividing America by making it racial when it's about diversity. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Does that imply just white people or diverse people? Can Tucker Carlson, Elon Musk, and Alex Jones answer that question?